What's up, Devils? J-Dog back to knock out some more questions. And today's questions we're going over one that I didn't see a ton of questions there because I scrolled in, but goddamn, a lot of fucking comments. It was on the bands wearing their own shirts on stage. Is it acceptable? 232 fucking comments. So a lot of people just kind of putting their comments in there. And yeah, so I scrolled down to get at least, to at least the first goddamn question. And the first one is from Metal Musician 6996. J-Dog might have asked this a few times already, but I was seeing if you could talk about the band Venom. Was curious on some of your favorite albums, and when do you start to lose interest? Also, nowadays, do you prefer Venom or Venom Inc.? So, it's like the last part, I guess. Who do I prefer, Venom or Venom Inc.? Live, I preferred Venom Inc. when I saw them, but that was didn't Abaddon. Isn't he not even in the band? So it's just Mantis only. That was Midnight Open Forum at the Garage Shop. It was 2017 or so. So good 5 years ago. It might even have been 2016, but I want to say 17. So somewhere in that area. And I thought they were great. I thought it was going to suck. It was Demolition on vocals, and I don't really know any of the Demolition albums. Never really gave them much of a chance. Kind of was just like kind of what you said, part where lost interest and didn't care, just assumed, oh, no Cronus, what the fuck. But he did a really good job, and all I did was play classic fucking songs, and it sounded good. So I was very, very impressed because I went to the show thinking, oh, this is going to fucking suck. And it was very good. But I've seen Venom with Kronos and then whatever fucking other, guys he has playing the band. I have no idea. At Maryland, and that probably was 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. And I enjoyed it. It was good, but I preferred the Venom Inc. more, so live. But as far as Venom as a whole, the band, first three are my favorite, like pretty much, the general cop out. I do like the album Possessed. It's funny because this album Possessed, Hellchild and Satanicist on there. Hemorrhage actually covers Satanicist too, which I thought was funny. Those are literally some of my favorite Venom songs of all time. Nunslaughter covered Hellchild and Hemorrhage covered Satanicist. And those just so happen to be some of my favorite Venom songs ever on that. Because the rest of the album, I like it, like Moonshine and shit like that. It's fine, but it's definitely kind of filler as well. As opposed to the first three, it's pretty much all killer. You know what I mean? Like black metal, the only song I think Teacher's Pet is not that great, even though I know people love it. That's one of their hits. They played it live. I think that's definitely the weakest song. Doesn't suck, but I just think it's the worst song. Welcome to Hell, pretty much liked everything. Don't think there's anything that I didn't like on there. Then Calm Before the Storm, it's okay. I have a bootleg demo LP of it. I remember liking the demo better, which is a little bit more raw. And then Cast in Stone is also great. Nobody ever brings up Cast in Stone. I have the double disc. Might even have the triple LP, but definitely the double disc. And the Evil One, Raised in Hell, Kings of Evil. I mean, great, phenomenal fucking songs. So I thought that was good. And then after that, they did a later one. I think I picked up an LP or a CD. It's after Metal Black and stuff. It was one of them. And I can't say I loved it, but there was a couple songs on there I thought were pretty good. It was right around, I think it was the new album at the time when I saw them at Maryland, 2015 or so, because they played a couple songs on. Maybe Hammerhead was one of the songs. It's a fucking my favorite Overkill song, so maybe that's why it stood out. But they did a couple songs. I'm like, these are pretty good fucking songs. But for the most part, I thought it was filler. Was it Fallen Angel or forget what the fucking name of it is. I'm pretty sure I picked it up. But I think I like two or three songs, and the rest I'm like, it's filler, but none of it like sucked. Metal Black, you know what I mean? I don't even know if I've even officially listened to it. I thought the name was dumb as shit. I remember when that was their comeback. And then all the other ones in between there too. Other than the one I'm mentioning. I don't even know if I've ever officially listened to. Kind of just like, oh, just maybe they're great, but I it's just kind of like, oh, I doubt it, but just didn't pay attention. So, it's fucking funny about Venom too. This is where I talk about the fucking posers in the fucking scene. You get to see firsthand when you own a fucking metal shop. I'm telling you right now, Venom, the reissue LPs that are fucking beautiful, and CDs do not sell well at all. You sell like maybe one a month. For example, Bolt Thrower outsells Venom. Bolt Thrower's more popular than Venom. Again, not putting down Bolt Thrower, but come on, Bolt Thrower's more popular than Venom. Get the fuck out of here. Like flat out, just get the fuck out of here. these shitty ass fucking black metal bands that you can't pronounce the name. You never fucking heard them. It's Cabalt as fuck. All we did is a demo tape and it comes out on vinyl by God knows who. And you're like, never even heard of this shit. Definitely outsells fucking Venom. A lot of the new trendier fucking death metal bands that just, they don't buy any other death metal bands, they outsell Venom. Who else? Dark Throne, even the newer crappy Dark Throne albums, or just whatever Dark Throne albums you want to call them that, they outsell Venom by a milestone. I don't think any Dark Throne, even the Dark Throne albums I kind of like, I don't think any of that should be outselling Venom. Venom's way more monumental fucking music than Dark Throne. Even if you don't like them, even if you're one of those newer bucks that don't like Venom, you got to know. Oh, well, you figured, oh, that's a popular band like Black Sabbath. You think, like, for example, Black Sabbath sells better than Venom, but not as well as you would think either. They definitely outsell Venom for us, but Venom is definitely behind. And like I said, Dark Throne and Mayhem, Emperors, forget about those. All outsell Venom. Like some all the big names you start mentioning, Cannibal Corpse, Mayhem, Emperor, Dark Throne, Burzum fucking runs laps around Venom. But all of these guys, you ask anybody, with the exception, you might meet a 16-year-old here and there. I think Venom sucks because all they know is newer black metal. Let's talk about it. Real metalheads, fucking age 21 and over. Who have you ever met that doesn't like Venom? You're going to be hard pressed to find some. I'm sure there's some fucking weirdo out there that doesn't, which is fine. That's cool. No big deal. But nonetheless, everybody claims they like Venom. Everybody seen. Go to the show. Like Venom. Yep. Like Venom. Yep. Like Venom. Yep. Take a toll. You ain't buying them though. So I guess it's not cool to fucking buy Venom. That's who they show their homies. I'm telling you right now, it does not even sell anywhere close to what you would fucking think. Nowhere close. So just a little fucking inside fun fact for you. I always thought that was funny. Not funny, just funny's not the right word. It's just fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, it just goes to show the fucking posters. They'll wear a black metal t-shirt, but they don't own it on vinyl, don't own it on CD. They just YouTubing it and claim they like it, but they'll buy the new 200 stab wounds. That type of shit. They just, the closet posers. They're definitely out there. Layla Lover 90. Any thoughts on the new Entrails album? Haven't listened to it yet, but it's definitely on my bucket list. God damn it. Need to get the goddamn LP. Necropunk. J-Dog, what are your best ways to finding new good shit to listen to? I always use Metal Archives and going through record labels, rosters, the internet to find new good bands, but was wondering if you had better ways. My way is definitely not going to be anyone else's way because it's kind of I guess unfair advantage, or if it's advantage, I don't even know, because the internet, you have everything at your fingertips. Just whatever we get in brand new on the receiving carts, what needs to be shelved, I just look at it. What looks interesting? So if it don't look like appealing to me, I do that, or somebody tells me, like one of our coworkers or a friend or one of the devils or something. Hey, check this out, and I see that we have it in stock. I'll check it out that way. So somebody recommending it, or I literally go through the cart. What does it look like? I'm looking at the covers, looking at the band name. Look at what the band members look like. If I see fucking ear gauges, big fucking beards, short fucking hair, goddamn cowboy hats, just stupid fucking t-shirts, Adidas clothes, I'm not even checking that shit out. Now, if somebody's like, this is the greatest thing ever, I'll check it out. But if the image the guys look like a bunch of fucking ass clowns, not checking it out. If the cover looks dumb as fuck, not checking it out. If the name's dumb as fuck, not checking it out. Again, that's judging a book by its cover. What do I do? Check out everything? It's physically impossible. So it's got to look, kind of fucking interesting. You know what I mean? So I'll check it out. Sometimes not just because it does. I'm like, oh, this is boring as fuck. So that's how I generally do it for me. Poser Metal Records. Wow, I met almost all of J-Dog's criteria for being the most metal. Too bad I like to go homeboy every once in a while. I don't have a criteria. You know what's funny is, I guess a lot of, if you want to call my criteria, where it's a little weird to me, where I'll talk about, whether it be we're talking about bands wearing their own shirts, or a band wearing a cowboy hat or baggy blue jeans, or fucking going on there in a Slipknot shirt, or whatever, whatever the case is, but whatever I throw out there. It's just kind of funny to me and strange to me. We're not like doing this channel and like just talking to more like outside the world. You got tons of other people that are in the metal music talking, like some of the guys that either disagree, which is totally fine, or they're like kind of appalled by it, or they have no idea. The biggest confusion is when they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, like deer in headlights sticking them out. What do you mean, dude? I never heard that. The reason it's weird to me is growing up, these weren't my rules, my ideology. I literally thought that was just common fucking sense. Like, I just thought it was common sense. Like, Black clothes go with death metal. Spikes, chains, leather, fucking long hair. J-Dog used to have long hair. Cut his fucking hair. It's all fucked up. Shut the fuck up. Don't want to hear any goddamn shit. Plus, when you're starting to lose it, fucking cut it. It looks like shit otherwise. The Hulkamania look doesn't look good. But anyways, those are kind of metal principles. Like you go there and the guy has fucking an Adidas shirt on and some Nike shorts on and some flip flops. Like, aren't you kind of thinking like, the fuck's this guy doing? Like, it's not that it's cavalt or wrong or we're right, he's wrong. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I just thought that was common sense. Like, what do you mean? Doesn't everyone in the fucking scene know that? Everyone I hung around or grew up with knowing when I was meeting guys like fucking whether in the scene, whether it been the Dwayne Morrises, the Chris Doors, the Dawn of the Deads, Jim Kanye's, the King Follies. It's not, none of us ever even talked about that kind of shit, but none of them did. You just knew. You just fucking knew. Like, any of the guys that were in this for years on end before me or whatever, nobody did stupid, silly shit like that. The Brian Baxters, everything. Like, nobody, it's just, it's just a fucking common fucking sense, man. So I don't really have rules. I just thought it was just a metal thing. You know what I mean? If you like metal, this is just kind of what you're into. To me, if you like death metal, you kind of prefer black t-shirts. It's fine if you like a white shirt or red. It's not that it's right or wrong. It's kind of like fucking pepperoni on pizza. It just goes with it. You know what I mean? You don't have to have it. It's just kind of like, who doesn't like it? I don't know. It's just peanut butter and jelly, bees and honey. Like, it just goes together. Like, some of the shit. And when people are just appalled and just completely clueless as to what I'm talking about, I question what fucking goddamn planet you from, man? Are you even in the same scene? Like, how are you at least, you're allowed to disagree with those rules. That's fine. But for you to be fucking oblivious as to what I'm talking about, I'm just like, what? Like, I knew this at like 13, 14. Nobody told me. Nobody had explained to me. It was just common fucking sense. Ricky Jones, hey J-Dog, which bands do you consider progressive metal? I don't know. Can't think of anybody. The reason I probably can't think of anybody is because bands that people will be mentioned. When I think of progressive metal, I think of shit I don't like. But there's probably somebody in there that I do. Abby Simmons, most metal guy out there? Question mark. King Folly certainly comes to mind. That guy likely shits iron, uh, shits iron out that reeks of sulfur. Yeah, so I mean, King. See, I don't consider him the most metal guy out there. I don't know if he claims to be too. What I consider King is an old devil that's been in the scene for fucking ever, that has a strong fan base and has a strong opinion and stands by his fucking word and it's gonna tell you how it is. You know what I mean? But the reason I don't consider most metal guy ever is because I don't consider myself the most metal guy is. It's kind of the guy that knows the most, probably has the biggest record collection, the most passion about it. Talking about current bands, old bands, kind of knows the history. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, and King would tell us he basically doesn't like anything. I mean, in the last 30 fucking years, what does he like? 10 bands. So it's kind of like, well, if you don't like anything, you kind of can't be the fucking the ambassador, so to say. Hey, we got some Evie here. Want to see some Evie, guys? I got Evie and Charlie in here because I got some company over. It's like some of Brody's friends, kids running around, so they didn't want it. So like came in J Dog's office and Charlie's snooping into something. If he comes over, I'll show you guys too. But I haven't seen anyone in a while. The last one I did show on camera was Evie. But what do you think? Good place, your brother? Because her and Charlie are from the same litter. Like I told you guys, brother and sister. Say hi. So anywho, fuck were we talking about? Oh yeah, King. So yeah, if you're going to be kind of like the ambassador of or the face of the fucking entire fucking metal scene, I don't think there's any one person. You can't be like, I don't like Cannibal Corpse. I don't like Suffocation. That all sucks. Mortician, Immolation, Exhumed, Hemorrhage. That's all fucking junk. Black metal, fuck all that gay black metal. Grindcore, you gotta like stuff. And this isn't a shot at King by any means. I would tell them straight to him. I would tell him he doesn't like anything, which is fine. He's an old devil. He likes the old stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I'd put him in that category, but definitely you want a straight fucking shooter. You want to hear what he actually likes. He's not going to bullshit you. He's the fucking guy. Funny as fuck too. You know what? I don't know this guy. I will stumble at the first, I kind of go back on my word. I said it, I found out about a week or two ago. I think it was with the Caustic Phlegm demo. I was searching it out and he put it up there as well. Is it Ken's Death Metal or something? Shout out to him. It's a metal YouTube channel. I'm like, granted, I don't know any fucking metal channels. I'm like, this is the best fucking YouTube channel out there. You can tell he's an older devil and he's still collecting shit to this day, and he's posting up all the current death metal demos, so he knows new, old. I mean, I only watched a couple of his videos, but someone like that, not saying him, if he was going to be like the most metal guy ever or ambassador of the fucking metal scene, so to speak, for lack of better words, someone of him comes to my mind. Someone like Gunther Cross from Belgium, like I told you guys, um, and a few other devils that order from us because they literally order all the time. They order all genres from fucking the late 70s all the way to today. Collect vinyls, collect CDs, buy shirts, tapes, like all everything. To me, that's like when I think someone like Dan Murrell, I told my buddy, guys like that, if there was going to be a representative, so to speak, those are the guys that are kind of come to my mind that are current buying shit, still excited about music. You know what I mean? Is that what he's called? Ken's Death Metal or something? I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Check his channel out though. And I learned about a few demos on there. But, oh, this is good shit. I think he's doing some cool things, and I kind of subbed to his fucking channel, even though I don't know what the fuck that means. Do I get updates or anything? I don't recall getting them, so I don't even know this whole subscribe shit. I don't even know like what the fuck is even the point of it. Like I just search shit out when I want to watch somebody. Even the channels I watch, like RX Muscle and stuff, I just type in RX Muscle in the search engine, it pops right up, and I just click on the current videos. The sub thing. I don't get like an email or anything. At least if I do, I don't know where the fuck it's at. Like new video up. So I don't even know. Dumb J Dog types out. He doesn't even know the fucking point of some sub shit. But hit my sub buttons because apparently it fucking matters. But I haven't noticed a goddamn difference for as far as me hitting the sub button or the chance. God damn this fucking phone. Fuck. Eric Evans. Hey J Dog, what do you think about Rich Piana's feeder workouts for arms? Mostly gimmick and trying to do something different. However, I think it has its place in certain contexts. For most people, it's not going to work. I mean, I have tried it to an extent for a month or whatever. It maybe help volumize the muscle a little bit. A lot of guys that would do it's kind of like an active recovery. For example, if say you did an arm day or a chest day and your arms are fucking sore, going in there and doing like 100 reps, really lightweight, 100 straight reps for buys, 100 straight reps for tries type of thing. You do that regularly, your arms will never get sore. So you're kind of pushing fresh blood. I don't think it's useless junk, but you're not going to put inches on your arms like he fucking claimed. Another reason guys will do it in the bodybuilding world is they'll spot shoot their arms because you got to put the anabolics are taking the PEDs. You got to. It's funny when people say, "Oh, it's cheating or synthol." They're just fucking bunch of idiots. They don't know anything about this sport whatsoever. It's like they're all injectables. You got to put them somewhere, and you put it intramuscular. You don't put it in a fucking vein or something. So yeah, okay, you can't just put everything in your glutes. You're gonna run out of spots. Glutes, shoulders. So they'll put them in their arms, biceps or triceps. And when you do that, because when you do it, it fucking hurts. So they'll do fucking a bunch of reps and they do it so that way they don't get they're never sore ever. So if they ever when they have to do any of their shots in their arms or whatever, they don't have that pain. It's because it moves it around the depot around and getting fresh blood in there. But a lot of them, none of the pro bodybuilders will talk about it. But the ones that do shit like that, they'll do it the day of the shot or afterwards, or they kind of do it regularly. That's one of the reasons to do it. But none of them are going to openly talk about that. You get fucking raw, straight truth from J Dog, though. He'll tell you how the fucking way it is, what goes on. Because in that scene, if you're not deep in that scene, I'm not talking, I watch a couple of YouTube channels. If you actually don't know that world, you don't know what the fuck goes on. You have absolutely zero fucking clue. Everyone thinks they do, but they don't, because these guys are not going to talk the nitty gritty deep down into it. And quite frankly, I kind of don't blame them, because if you're not in that world, then you're on a need to know basis, and you don't fucking need to know. But anywho, to answer your kind of question, it was gimmicky for Rich, but it has its place, but not to the degree that he made it sound out to be. So, not completely useless, but not as beneficial as he claimed. Goat Man, wearing your own shirts is fine. Free advertisement. Yeah, that's kind of like I said. I mostly agree with that, actually, because of Rich Piana, too. Seeing him, my stance changed because I was a huge fan of Rich. Met him 2 or 3 times, hung out, shot the shit with him, got photos. Super cool guy. Thought he was fucking hilarious. Loved his videos. Definitely missed that guy. That was the main channel I watched. I watched all his shit. He was very, very entertaining. Do I agree with everything he said and shit and did? No, but I don't get. He's a grown man. He can do what the fuck he wants to. He can fucking. Other people, well, he snorted pre-workout, snorted Adderalls. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck do I care? Grown man. He can do what the fuck he wants to do. I don't give a shit. He was entertaining as fuck, and he had an awesome personality. So when I kind of my stance kind of changed on this from a business model, because I was even thinking maybe I should wear my Hell's Headbanger shirts more often, because I wear them here and there. I got a couple because I like the designs, and I always kind of thought, is it douchey? Like, I don't know. just because they're wearing the shirts when that's all they wear. Like if that guy's in, if a band's like, say it was Joel Grime, and Joel doesn't do this, but let's say all he wore was Toxic Holocaust shirts. Nothing else. You never see him wearing a metal shirt. I'm like, I mean, you started a band theoretically because you were a fan of this music. Like, are you not a fan? Like I don't know. Just it's a little weird to me. It's not that it's wrong. It's just it kind of rubs me slightly wrong. But my stance on it has softened dramatically. And I don't think there's really a right or wrong answer to this point. And then my favorite guitarist. Ooh, favorite guitarist. That's a pretty fucking good question. I don't know if I have an all-time fucking favorite. Definitely fucking. It's not because just straight up guitarist, but Bill Steer from Carcass and the early stuff with this sick ass fucking vocals plus guitar and kind of cool shit he did. Not it kind of him. He pops in my mind just because almost as a fucking front man for Carcass. Who's somebody I really like the guitar work? As much as I kind of hate to put that poser in there, I got to. Trey Azagoth, his guitar, I mean, Altars of Madness and stuff, and Abominations, and Blessed Are Say his guitar work's awesome, and their solos so distinguishable. Really like Chuck Chandler's solos. Solos on Scream Bloody Gore, Leprosy. The demos really just really had its own sound too. Really like that. Again, I'm not saying these guys are my faves, but can be. Slayer, whether it been Jeff or Kerry, you know what I mean? In the first Show No Mercy, love the fucking solos on that shit. So when you think guitar solos, for the Old Devils, Randy Rhoads, I love the first. I like the first. No Rest from the Wicked down, but the first two Ozzy albums and the guitars on there are fucking awesome. I agree. Like the guitar solos and shit, I love it. I mean, because the first two Ozzy albums are my favorite. But I do like Bark at the Moon, Ultimate Sin, and all those, and like I said, No Rest for the Wicked. But Randy Rhoads and guitar solos, I definitely do like them. So for some of the older fucking devils out there, I never thought them as guitar players, but kind of think of it because the sound did change. I mean, the Hoffman brothers kind of not. I mean, there nothing was standoutish about them as guitar players, in my opinion, when listening to them. But when they left, DSI did slightly change. And I mean, let's call it like it is. It wasn't because strictly guitars, but first four DSIs for sure. I say especially the first. I like every album by DSI. Again, some are shittier than others. Till Death Do Us Part is kind of and things like that. But the first four, that's some of my favorite music ever. And they're on first four, both play guitar. So I mean, I kind of gotta put them in there, right? Yeah, maybe sometimes there's probably one guy. I'm like, oh, that's probably the best guitar player ever, right? That's why I kind of threw Trey in there because he kind of has to be, even though that guy's fucking poser knob central. Got to get it still. I mean, that doesn't make him completely useless. Got to give credit's due. He definitely made his mark and he definitely did something. So yeah. Sign this off. We'll show you fucking Charlie. He's over here licking his balls. So. Done cleaning his nutsack, so we'll end it off. So it's all brother and sister there. Say hi, Charlie. Like it in here? Having fun? Checking out records? Licking your nuts? Having fun? So that's it for the one Devils. Got plenty of questions. Got to see two cats for the guys that like to ask. Some do. And yeah, you know what to do. Comments, questions, concerns. Put them in there, goddammit. Get them answered bright and early. Later. See you tomorrow, goddammit.